You see that semi-truck behind me? Well, it's actually getting more and more like your everyday car. It's becoming easier to drive, it's getting safer, it's getting more efficient, and it can do more. How? Well, I'm here to find out. That truck behind me has an electrified trailer, which means the trailer of that semi-truck can actually propel the vehicle and also recoup energy. So in this video, I'm gonna show you some new tech that ZF is working on. Driving a big semi-truck like you see behind me has to be safe and also comfortable. You should be able to do a full day of driving, especially in the city, and not feel too fatigued. And this is another reason why they're introducing electronic power steering. My name is Andre.
My name is Luca.
Nice to meet you. Okay, so I've driven an American style big rig, and I've driven Iveco cab in a Nikola truck.
Okay, so European cab.
European style cab, but this is kind of my first. This is a diesel truck, right?
Yeah.
So I gotta say, I'm already turning the steering wheel.
And
super easy.
Super easy.
Yeah. So is this variable assist? Does it change?
To answer your question, in the end we are completely flexible to modify the steer feel depending on the customer needs and on the driving situation. This means at low speed parking maneuver we would like to increase the assistance of the system so that we reduce the effort which needs to be applied to the system by the driver. And when you go maybe in neutral again, and you can have a left turn 360 degree and 360 to the right side, you can feel how easy it is. You can also steer with one hand maybe.
Yeah, it's like a car basically.
Yeah, so this is also a target to adjust it. And if you drive faster, for example, if you accelerate or if you drive on a highway, it's not possible here currently on this area, but we change obviously the effort which you need to, or we change the steer feel. So because we would not like to have a light steer feel while going high speed on the highway. In
a passenger car, it's usually 12 volts, right? And you said this is a 24 volt system?
Yeah.
Is that because the vehicle is heavier?
It's not possible to directly take over the passenger car technology to trucks because there are plenty of examples, because we have completely different dimensions of the vehicle. Front axle load is different on a different level.
Got it. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. This is super cool. I've never seen this before. This is a demonstration vehicle once again, but it has a camera that's actually able to be cleaned with water and with air. This camera has a vision to the back because when you're behind a giant vehicle like this, the driver cannot see you. There is no way, unless they have another way of seeing you. So this camera is for the driver's use and also for the driver assistance system. So it works in combination with sensors. So how come we haven't seen this before on a production truck, or yet on a production truck? It's because there's like thousands of different trailer types and trailer lengths. So it's very, very difficult for a technology provider like ZF and others to actually integrate cameras and sensors in a holistic system. They've had it on a tractor or in a semi-truck itself for quite some time, but integrating the whole system together and having the data link between the trailer and the truck, that's what is very difficult to do. And this is what they're doing right here in this demonstrator. You can also see another camera right there at the very top of the trailer looking on the side. And of course it also has blind spot monitoring sensors like this sensor on the side here and also in the front.
What I will demonstrate you is the so-called highway assist. Highway assist we've implemented because these kind of trucks mostly drive on highways. So this lane keep assist I can show you will also work if there is no car in front of us. Just going on the highway, I can leave my hands off the steering wheel.
And is it monitoring your face as well?
No, it's just detecting if I touch the steering wheel.
Okay.
Then emergency braking maneuver 80 to 0, please fill the implementation of the seat belt. Now it's warning, now it's pushing you back. and we managed to get this 40-ton truck. It's not loaded with 40 tons, but the stopping distance with 40 tons is very comparable. We managed to have this collision avoided.
What about pedestrian safety? These big rigs have the technology for pedestrian detection on the side, in the rear of the truck, or in the front. So all of this is possible, and ZF is demonstrating it here. The new system can also use the special seatbelt motors to tug on them and warn driver or passengers if their attention is required.
Now that's pretty strong.
Yeah. A lot of the new technology is driven by government regulations, as you will see in the next clip, with the special brake filters.
What do you think this is? This green part here? Well, this is a semi-truck rotor, basically a brake rotor. And this is a new system, basically a brake dust filter. So basically a filter to capture some particulates that result if under braking. So ZF or ZF is working on a couple solutions. First, they're making the disc a little bit harder. You can't really see it. The actual brake rotor a little bit harder. But then also additionally, if required by regulations, you could have a system like this. So in the future, maybe there could be, you might be coming up to your buddy and be like, hey dude, you have to change your brake filters now. There you go. I've been wondering exactly when big trucks like you see behind me will have a trailer that actually helps to propel the truck along. So let's walk. Let me just show you this and we'll be able to drive it and see exactly how the new ZF system or ZF system works. They developed a system where the center axle on this trailer actually has an electric motor. You can put additional batteries perhaps underneath the trailer so you can recoup energy. You can have that electric motor help propel the truck forward. And ZF says you could save up to 40% of emissions. So basically 40% less emissions that a truck like this could actually put it into the air. So this is a technology that could really change the trucking industry. Let's go check it out.
Is this what's underneath the trailer as well?
This is on the trailer.
Oh, over here. Let's take a look.
Let's take a look here. So this is really a universal axle, because this axle would fit for medium duty trucks. So a 20-ton truck would fit for a trailer. So it's in the trailer outside. And especially in North America, we are using a kind of 6x4 application, this is called. That means you have two driven axles on the truck. That means you can use two smaller axles.
Okay.
The axle on this side here is the bigger one. So this is really for European trucks, 40-ton trucks.
And how much kilowatts?
Yes.
That's the bigger one, 380 or something?
380, and if we are talking about kilowatts and power, we're always talking about continuous power. So that means 380 continuous, 450 peak. So if you have to ramp up shifting, 450 peak. For this one, 210 continuous and 250 peak power.
Okay.
And the same logic also for central drive. Here you can see a smaller one with 210 kilowatts. The bigger one is already in production for the customer Duff Packer. They are starting the e-truck production with the axle. Here you can see we have a complete system. The battery is the white box here.
Underneath. Okay.
Underneath, but Bernd is the real expert regarding e-trailer. And then I think you directly can drive it and you have a perfect.
Great.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Andre.
Hi, Bernd, my name.
Yeah.
So I'm responsible at ZF for all the new technologies on the trailer, like electrification, automation. So, but this is the real, let's say, from the time to market, the first big thing to come. As I already mentioned, so we have the axle, and you can see it here on the screen, maybe, that it's not only the axle, so it means the question is how to bring it in the trailer. It's never pushing the truck, because if it would push, you would have jackknifing and all this stuff. So a big effort is done in developing the software so that the logic is so that it's completely functional safe.
But it's using the existing brake system brain, so it's not like
you would have to retrofit that, right?
No.
It's using existing components.
We're using existing interfaces between truck and trailer, and we're using standard components, so it means we avoid to add on additional sensors by having this knowledge which we have in-house, but it means basically we just couple this to the already existing standard braking system to this traction system for the e-drive. And with this we have a system which you can couple on any kind of truck, so and for the ICE trucks in the intermediate time, it's basically that due to the batteries, so we will have a plug-in version, so where you can reach up to 40% of CO2 or fuel saving, meaning you simulate to the truck that there's no trailer behind, basically. Where we couple it with electric trucks, and then the system would serve as a range extender.
All right, appreciate it.
Yeah, you're most welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Your colleague was explaining that really there is no like a data connection between the trailer and the tractor, right? Because the braking system controller, that's how the axle knows what to do, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So it starts working, you said, above 30 kilometers per hour then.
Yeah.
Well, this is exciting. I've been kind of thinking about this solution, but on a smaller scale. You guys have resolved the solution for, you know, a big vehicle, this big commercial vehicle. And my main issue in my head when I was thinking about it was how does the truck and trailer communicate, right? So what's going on up there? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, on the screen now we see that the trailer is supporting you. It's about, let's say, 30% of your diesel engine torque.
Do you know, does this have the electric power steering? Does this tractor have it?
No, it's just an ordinary, more or less a bit older truck.
Yeah, and then the electric motor is kind of putting energy back into the battery, basically.
Yeah, you're right.
And will help like climbing grades, right? Climbing hills.
Yeah, climbing grades and accelerating onto the highway and so on. So everything above 30 kilometers or 20 miles will have support from the trailer.
Well, let me know in the comments below what you think about these different technologies in upcoming big rig trucks. I'm pretty impressed that ZF was able to figure out technologies that are very similar to passenger cars applied to vehicles that weigh 80,000 pounds or sometimes even more than that, and add a lot of safety and security into those vehicles. And of course, I will see you next time at oldtfl.com.